This material will guide you through the advanced configuration settings found in the KME NEVO-SKY program. These options are available in the Configuration tab under Advanced, or by using the F8 keyboard shortcut. Should you be interested in the topics we cover within the KME Academy, please subscribe and enable notifications so that you get notified when the next part is published. Remember, you can find extra information in tooltips by hovering your mouse over specific options. This tab allows for advanced configuration of the controller. Remember, besides certain options, you will see a gray circle containing the number 0. This means that the given function is currently inactive, despite being enabled. Once it becomes active due to the occurrence of certain specific conditions, the circle will change color and the number 1 will be displayed inside. This allows you to more easily and quickly assess the effects of your controller configuration changes. The colors are different for different functions. Option description: cutoff mode, a set of functions operating only during cutoff. Pressure release, software pressure control during cutoff. You must select the pressure at which the mechanism releasing excess gas is triggered, and lowers the pressure, ensuring proper injector operation after the cutoff state ends. Injection enrichment for engine speeds lower than. This option can be used if the engine runs poorly on gas, e.g., stalls, after exiting the cutoff state. When you have this option turned on while cutoff is active, gas injectors will open cyclically for a specified time, if the RPM is lower than the value entered in the program. This option is useful in 8-valve engines. Remember, for this mechanism to work correctly, it is required to properly connect the RPM wire, either the camshaft or the RPM signal, to allow them to be read while the cutoff is active. Gas injection time. Here you can define the minimum and maximum duration for the gas injector to remain open, even if a smaller or larger opening time is calculated based on the model and corrections. Only in indirect injection controllers, it is possible to set a maximum injection time based on reducer temperature and engine speed, known as the cold VAG setting. The auto option causes automatic calculation of the maximum gas injection based on the current engine RPM. Always on gasoline, a function allowing you to force one or more cylinders to run on gasoline, for instance if only one gas injector is damaged. Semi-sequential gas injection control. Only non-OBD cars. Only for indirect injection controllers. This feature enables the use of slower gas injectors in full group engine systems that feature short petrol injection durations. It enables switching the gas injector control mode from full group to semi-sequential, enables the use of larger nozzles, and extending gas injection times. This should only be utilized in engines that lack OBD diagnostics. Handling gasoline injection time merging. Indirect injection controller only. This functionality enables the car to work correctly on gas supply during the occurrence of the time merging phenomenon, constant opening, of the petrol injectors. The gas controller, through appropriate interpretation of gasoline injection times, determines that they have merged and automatically switches to gas control mode in time with RPM pulses. The engine continues to run on gas, and there is no need to switch it to gasoline when merging occurs. Once it detects that the petrol injectors are no longer merged, it automatically returns to supplying gas in the standard way. Operation in this mode is signaled by a red circle with the digit 1 inside appearing in the program, located beside the option. Remember, for correct handling of gasoline merging, it is necessary to connect the RPM wire to the ignition coil or a hall sensor and choose the correct ignition system type. Enabling the handling gasoline injection time merging option requires you to change the RPM wire connection setting to RPM signal. Since we control gas based on RPM instead of petrol injection times, which are merged, we are unable to correctly detect the fuel cutoff phenomenon by the gasoline controller. This way it prevents the engine from reaching too high RPM. Keep in mind, for engine safety, enabling the option, handling gasoline injection time merging, activates the strategy. Switch to petrol with automatic return to gas when RPM exceeds 6,000. The RPM threshold can be adjusted. You must ensure the efficiency of the gas system, reducer injectors, at such a level where gas injectors do not merge, or they only merge after the petrol injectors have merged. This could lead to an overly lean mixture. It is best to reach a situation where gas injection times are shorter than gasoline times. Keep in mind, after entering the merging mode, the gas controller may register errors. Petrol gas injectors constantly open, but it stops the system from switching entirely to petrol. Acceleration correction. A correction factor that engages when accelerating. Percent. Correction value. Sensitivity, the far left setting, detecting practically every acceleration. Extreme right position, detecting only very dynamic and abrupt acceleration. Master-slave mode will be discussed in one of the next episodes. Correction for injection system type changes, only for indirect injection controllers. In some engines, frequently seen in Mazda vehicles, there is a dynamic change of the injection system type from sequential to full group or semi-sequential. In such cases, during extreme gas driving conditions, the engine may run improperly due to an incorrect mixture selection. To avoid this, you should apply a correction, usually negative, when the injection system type changes. If this option is active, value other than 0, injection times will be corrected when changes in the injection system type are detected. Change injection order. Shift by cycles, indirect injection only. Gas injection time and trigger is calculated based on the gasoline injection from the cylinder, where the ignition timing is advanced by a chosen number of cycles. Using this option helps in some cars that experience stuttering or jerking while accelerating. Please remember that certain engines implement individual adjustments for each cylinder, and in their case, using this function may cause improper operation or OBD errors. Remember this: in order for this feature to function properly, the ignition sequence must be detected. Such an option is distinguished by a red border, and an appropriate message is displayed in the form of a tooltip. For NEVO-SKY direct controllers, some of these options will be invisible, not available for this specific configuration. If you found this video segment to be helpful, we invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get information about the publication of the next part. In the following episode, we will discuss the auto setup calibration process. Calibration Auto Setup tab. Best regards, the KME Academy team.